Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a beautiful, beautiful day. It's been a long road. It's been a very long road. Today was a very big stepping stone towards what I believe will be a new chapter. In 1993, my father formed a group called the Committee for the Cape Republic. Josie, you remember my father. They told him, what a great idea, but you're too early. In 2007, after complete and utter disillusionment with the Rainbow Nation we were sold, I formed the Cape Party. And they said, Jack, that's a great idea, but you're too late. And maybe they were right. If you think about what has happened in the last 13 years, it is unbelievable. Things were so bad in 2007 when the Cape Party was formed. We thought, things cannot get worse than this, surely. There are things they can't break. Well, they've broken it. Here we are in the year 2020. Have you heard of this thing called junk status? Okay. Now, if you thought junk status was rock bottom, I've got news for you. Last week, those ratings agencies downgraded us even further from junk status. So when we thought we hit rock bottom, the ANC and EFF said, no. They got out the shovels and they started digging. We are going down into a pit of destruction. How is it possible that the ANC and EFF can get away with the types of things that these people are saying? How are they not classified as a terrorist organization? The Human Rights Committee needs to hold these people accountable. There's an indictment on the human rights as well as the South African government and the courts of law that allow this racially inflammatory, destructive policies to be oppressed upon us, the people of the Cape. I don't know if some of you have heard of the Division of Revenue Act. What this is the amount of taxes that each province in the country pays to the National Treasury, which is controlled by the ANC. The Western Cape pays, it's a little bit more this year, but I'll use last year's numbers. Nice, clean, simple numbers. The percents are the same. It's mind-blowing. The Western Cape pays 200 billion rand in taxes to the ANC-controlled National Treasury every single year. Do you know how much we get back? We get back a mere 50 billion rand. We're losing direct access to 75% of the taxes that we pay. They ask us, could the Western Cape survive as an independent country? Let me tell you, we would prosper, we would thrive, we'd be one of the greatest countries on earth. Without even changing these bad communist, racist, fascist policies of the ANC and EFF, without even changing it, let's assume we want to keep these ridiculous policies. And we just do one thing, and one thing only. We declare the Cape independent, we take control of our revenue. We could cut taxes in half overnight. Cut them in half. Imagine that right now. Everything you pay in tax, pay half for that. Twice more money for you and your family. We could cut taxes in half and still have double the amount of money for houses, for schools, for hospitals, for infrastructure. This could be the Switzerland or Singapore of Africa. And these are two good countries to look at. Singapore suffered under colonialism, just like we suffered under colonialism here in South Africa. South Africa is actually not the name of a country. South Africa is a geographical location. Just pause, think about it. South Africa. The Queen in 1910, the British Empire, gave us that name. We didn't even choose that name. The British Empire gave us the name, the Union of this continent, Africa. They're down at the bottom. Let's call it the South African Union. The Union of South Africa. British imposed it on us. So, prior to this, we were a number of autonomous regions. The Cape had a number of governors before we were forced into the Union of South Africa. So we at the Cape Party agree with the ANC and the EFF and many of the other African nationalists. We agree with them when they say colonialism needs to end. Colonialism needs to end where it began. And let me tell you where it began. In the artificial formation of the borders of the Union of South Africa. Let's put an end to colonialism right now and declare the Cape an independent country. What is this country going to look like? Oh, I don't know how many of you know Singapore, but in 1960, not that long back, if you think that in 1966, Lesotho went independent, 1968, Swaziland went independent, two massive holes in South Africa, independent countries. KwaZulu-Natal has a strong independence movement, so do the Abu Tembes in the Eastern Cape. Tswanas in the north want to rejoin Botswana. There's a lot of interesting things happening in this South Africa. And Lee Kuan Yew took Singapore in 1965. Muddied island, conflicts between ethnic groups, religious groups, and took it, suffered under colonialism, took it to being one of the highest incomes per capita, lowest unemployment, highest standards of living in the world today. Just good political and economic policies. We can do the same, but the ANC is so fixated on stealing everything that is not nailed down. All they care about is their own self-interest. We can, this has been said many times today, Cape Independence is a vision for everyone who wants better for themselves and their children and their future. It doesn't matter your skin color, your belief system, your ethnicity, we were promised this dream of a rainbow nation, and the rainbow nation is dead in South Africa. We can still have a rainbow nation right here in an independent Cape. Today I'm honored, they aren't on the stage with me, but they're around the stage. I'm absolutely honored to share this platform with the Cape Independence Advocacy Group, the CIAG. Thank them for organizing this event. I'd like to thank Cape Exit for their tremendous efforts over the last 12 months. They've grown absolutely exponentially. They are tremendous ambassadors for the Cape Independence vision. The ULA, Sovereign State of Good Hope, My Independence, King Kubaha. There are many names out there who have raised their hands and stood up for this vision. We don't always see eye to eye with all these different groups, but we have an overarching dream that beats in all of our hearts. And we're not too late. And those that came before us were not too early. This vision lives in the soil upon which we stand. This vision is bigger than any one of us. The seeds exist inside us, and through our efforts, our drive, our passion, our love, our belief, we can make this vision a reality. Thank you so much. God bless.